Do you consider it ethical to pirate when a business removes perpetual licenses that you've paid for? 1. If buying is stoning, piracy is stealing. 2. And GT, now that business is saying your lifetime license is gone, and now you gotta pay every year. Sounds like they started being unethical and not holding up their end of the deal. Don't see why you should show them any ethical niceties in return. 3. You could see a lawyer and do a class action lawsuit for a lot more money. 4. I don't consider that pairing at all. You are just getting what was agreed upon in the contract. Now the ethical way would be to launch a class action lawsuit and run those scammers out of business. 5. I go further and say that if you buy a perpetual license, it is your right and duty to back up the content to a storage medium that does not allow revocation. Once you've paid, it shouldn't even be possible for anyone to revoke your right. 6. I would say if that really was the deal, then they do not have the legal right to cancel it. But perhaps there were more details in the deal that you're omitting. 7. What software did this to you? Happened to me with MIRC a few years ago. What in a hole. 8. There aren't many justifications for piracy, but this is certainly one of them. It's morally right to defend yourself against extortion, and you are entitled to get what you pay for. 9. I see no ethical issue with obtaining another copy of something I already bought. Plenty of legal ones, though. 10. Parting anything from greedy corporations who engage in anti-consumer practices is always ethical and encouraged. 11. I have no ethical issues with parting anyway. It's just copying. It doesn't harm anyone. 12. I have no issues with parting anything. Go get that free copy. 13. I don't consider ethics when it comes to pirating. I pirate whatever I want and pay for my VPN. 14. And GT, do you consider it ethical to pirate when a business removes perpetual licenses that you've paid for? Yes. 15. I don't think it's ethical or legal to change the terms of a contract after the fact without the other party's consent. 16. How can they disable your existing software? I don't understand the premise. 17. Ethical? Meh. My opinion, if I can't buy it in my country, or you don't serve my region, or will not let me get it legally, then I will get it, one way or another. As you couldn't or wouldn't sell the service, software, game, movie, or series to me in the first place, I will not be depriving you of revenues you wouldn't have had anyway. So I am not stealing anything of value if I get my hands on it in less than legal ways, for my own personal use. Piracy is when someone copies and then profits from the work of others. If I have to do it to circumvent stupid geography-based limitations, and I will not be profiting, then there is no harm. I'll give you the perfect example. I got my hands on Sleeping Dogs when I was still working in the Middle East and was barred from buying it. I sent a mail to the publisher, telling them I had to pirate the game and I'd gladly pay for it via PayPal, etc. if they respond to me. They didn't. Enjoyed the hell out of that game, and it kept me busy during a horrible time in my life. Wife just had a miscarriage and I couldn't get home for another 2 months. It was horrible, but she had family and friends to lean on, and I had nobody, halfway around the world, and had to keep my mind occupied or it'd go insane. When I finally got home, I did buy the game via Steam even though I had beaten it already. It was the ethical thing to do. I mentioned this once before, and got a PM from one of the devs who said he shared my story with some of the other devs he'd kept in touch with, as it was a heartfelt thank you to them for their game being so awesome.